So students, we have already started our explanation, that is hot or cold. So already I have told that Suman was going to the school, okay, and while Suman was going to the school, what happens, he was very much astonished, means he was surprised to know that there is also, suddenly it began to rain, and suddenly the means sunny season was also there, sun also came, right? So he was very much confused to know that this kind of weather fluctuation. For this reason he thought that what he will do, and he also asked his mother about it. And when she asked his mother about it, mother told there is a very much weather difference are there, and also started to explain how the weather differences are caused. And as a result, there we came to know that the difference between the climate and the weather. You see, there is a vast difference between the climate and weather. Okay, so you see, is the climate is permanent or the weather is permanent? You tell me. Can you see? Yes, climate is permanent, whereas weather is not permanent. Okay, we must know that if a particular place, okay, or if a particular place weather stays for 30 years, okay, if a particular place weather stays for 30 years same, that will be the climate. Okay, I hope that you understood what I have told. The variety of the weather exists due to the climatic variation, okay, and these climatic variations can be dealt with the different patterns of the earth. So if we say about the climatic variation, okay, the variety of the animals and the species which are formed there, okay, animals such as the polar bears, penguins are there. You see, each and every one has a different characteristics. Okay, it is told in here that each and every one has a different characteristics. Different characteristics also mean that the different features, the different landforms. Suppose the animals which are found in Assam, for example, rhinoceros is very famous, right? How you forgot? Rhinoceros is very famous. If you see the skin of the rhinoceros, it is different from the place of the other animals. The climate of the Assam, it is makes the rhinoceros to live in Assam. The rhinoceros cannot live neither in too much hot nor too much cold also. It is needs a what? Favorable conditions. So for this, rhinoceros lives in Assam because of the favorable condition. Again, one more example if I give you is the camel. Camel, you know, specially lives in the desert. Why? Because of the hump which is there. The hump can store a large quantity of water, where when the camel is walking, is traveling very far, people are using specially camel when they are going to the desert. Why? Because of the hump. The hump of the camel helps to store the large quantity of the water. Though camel is on the way, camel can take the water from the hump and drink. This is a type of storage which you have in your house or home. Like for example, water tank. It is a type of water tank for the this what called camel. Whenever the camel wants, then can withdraw the water and can drink. One more example, if I say you, that is written in your book, is that penguin. Okay, if we speak about penguin, you know that if the penguin will be brought from the polar region to the Assam, what will happen? Immediately it will die. Why? Because it cannot stay little bit. You can say little bit. It will be like weather will be minus. It needs how much? Minus degree Celsius in order to live. Okay, but we have a plus the degree here. Now the temperature is 30 degree. Okay, it is night now, it is evening now, so the temperature is 30 degree. Maybe the morning time the temperature will rise more. So in the whereas in the Rajasthan it goes up to maybe 50 degrees Celsius because of the Thar desert. It is very hot. Okay, so the penguin cannot survive in here because of the fatty skin which they have. Okay, it makes the climate of the, you can say, the Antarctica. Okay, Antarctica, the polar regions. Okay, they live in the polar regions also. So for this reason we can say this thing. Okay, so we understood this one. So from the variations also, from the variations, we can say that there is the effect of the climate also, variations also. Now if we see, now one more thing, if I say that people of Assam, if you see the houses of the Assam, is that they are making the house in this way, and generally it is called Assam type house, right? The people of the Assam, they are constructing their house in this way. That is generally it is called what? Assam type house. Why? Because this Assam type house, you see when the rain will fall, okay? When the raindrops will fall, it will be tilted. It is like a tilted position, no? When raindrops will fall, it will be sliding down. It will going in the down the slowly. It will be coming down. Now it cannot hold the water, right? It cannot hold the water. For this reason, it is called the Assam type house, right? You understood this one? Now you see the factors affecting the climate, which is their latitudes and the longitudes. I say in the very simple way, latitudes and the longitudes is that in Hindi I say, okay, लेटा हुआ line को कहते हैं latitude. You will be laughing that sir, what you sir is saying, that later a line, it means you see this the line which is slipping one, okay, the slanting one, that is vertical lines which are there, okay. So you can see this one, the crisscross line which are there, this is what? Latitude, okay. And longitudes, long what? Longitude, you have to remember this one. So long what? Longitude is there, okay. You have to understand the longitude lines you can see, okay. The longitude lines you can see, I think so, okay. These lines you can see, that's so long what? Longitudes. So what does latitudes and longitude help us? The latitude and longitude help us to locate the places. If you want to, suppose if you want to go your friend's house, so how you locate the house? With the help of the latitude and longitude only, okay. One more example I'll give you. You want to call me, okay, in your house, okay. You want to call me in your house, then you will say that sir, you come in my house. You will say that sir, then I will ask you that how I will come in your house. Then I will say, you will say that sir, you do one thing, you come near this shop, I will come to take you, okay. Then I can go, you can come in my house. I'll say that okay then, okay. So I went near that shop and you came to take me. Now if the shop would not be there, then what you do? So shop is the landmark, right? Shop is the landmark, you can say. So shop is helping me what? In order to find your location. You told that you will come in that shop and you will stand. For that reason only I am able to find your house, right? So shop is the landmark, you can say. So in this case only, okay, the places which help us to locate. Now how can you go in the very far place? Can you go that you need to stand in that shop? No, there are plenty of shops are there. Similar, right? Similar type. We are local for this reason. We are saying that you stand in that shop we are saying. But if you go in the very, if you suppose you are going in London only, you think, or you are going in America, you are going Guwahati also. You take it in the local only. You are going in Guwahati. Then how can you find a particular place? Okay, may you not know the well known, you are not well known to that place, okay. So how you can find the place? By, you can see, you can search by Google Map. But do you think that how the Google Map is working? It is working with the latitudes and the longitudes, okay. So what are latitudes and the longitudes? They are the imaginary lines. Does this latitude and the longitude really exist? No, they does not exist. They are what? They are just an imaginary lines, okay. There are different zones are there, okay. There are different zones of the earth are there. Generally there are 4 zones are there. So we are going to study about that zones only. We are going to just not study, I am going to show you the zones, okay. So you can see here, okay, first it is the, you can see the frigid zone, okay. First you can see here the frigid zone, then temperature, torrid zone is there. Torrid zone, there are 2 places are temperature zone, frigid zone again in the down. I'll show with the help of the globe to you. Now what is frigid zone? You must know properly. The frigid zone is a frozen places where the snowfall is there, okay. You can also there they say the frozen places is there where the snowfall will be so much, okay. Or you can say very cold, very cold, means no sunlight, okay. No sunlight, less sunlight, or no sunlight only. Suppose you see this my hand, this my hand is the sun, okay. And the temperature here, you can see that the temperature, now sunlight is coming here, right? Sunlight is coming here. If I put a torch, the sunlight will come here, okay. The sunlight is coming here, it will not fall in this direction. So the absence of the sunlight will make the night, and the presence of the sunlight will make the day. But sunlight cannot reach here, right? Sunlight cannot reach in the down also, right? So for this reason, absence of the sunlight in the upper part and the lower part is very cold. This part is called what? Frigid zone. Below of the frigid zone, okay, below of the frigid zone we come, temperature zone is there. This part is the temperature zone, and this part is the, from here to here temperature zone will come, from here to here, where India, if you see, okay, if you see the India, this falls under the two zone, that is temperature zone and the torrid zone. Okay, what is temperature zone? What type of climate is there in the temperature zone? Okay, so you may be thinking, what is temperature zone? Temperature zone's temperature is neither too hot nor too cold, whereas the torrid zone weather is very means the climate is very cold, hot, okay, cold not hot. So for this reason I am saying you that this is just a revision or giggle up, you can say. We are brushing with the knowledge up and we are coming to know. You see the places, you can see the middle of the prime meridian, this is called what? Axis, prime meridian axis is here, prime meridian you can see. Okay, in this one you will see the torrid zone, you will see, you can see here the torrid zone, you can see, yes, you can see here, right? This is torrid zone. Suppose that the lower part you can see. Now you heard maybe like this that Chennai is very hot, okay, then Kerala is very hot. It is hot also, cold also, because due to the presence of the oceans only these places are little bit cold. Otherwise if the oceans would not be there, this place will be very hot, okay, because there is a cold breeze always coming, cold fresh air is coming out here. So now if I say the torrid zone, okay, it is going in this way, okay, so it is covering the some parts of the India, okay, but our Assam, it is in the temperature zone which is neither too hot nor too cold. You understood this one? So I hope that you I have able to understand and made you able to make you understand that what I am able to say, okay. I hope that you understood this one, that what I am trying to explain you. My motive is only that you should understand, okay. You do one thing, if you don't understand, okay, you say me in the live class, I will make you able to understand. I'll means use different methods and I will make you able to understand, okay. So now altitude or the height above the sea level, if you say, okay, altitude or the height above the sea level, places which are located at the same distance from the equator may have different types of the climate. This happens because of the altitude, okay. Places which are at the higher altitude will be cooler and the temperature will be lower. For example, even though Simla in the Himachal Pradesh and the Firozpur in the Punjab have nearly the same latitude, the latter is very during summers. Now, there are many lines which are written in the your book, you can see, but I will give you a very good example. The neighboring example only I will give you. Suppose you take the place of Guwahati and Shillong. Though the Guwahati and Shillong distance is not that much, okay, but you will see that the temperature is so much, means you can see the temperature of the Guwahati is so much hot, whereas the temperature of the Shillong is so much cold. People are wearing the sweaters during the winter, means summer only, you can say. Even there is a very cold weather, cold breeze is blowing and very pleasant weather. I visited there. For this reason I have the experience. I am sharing out my real experience which I went there and I have seen that the weather condition and also the climate of the Guwahati and the Shillong, if you compare, you will find vast difference, though they are in the same place. Because what is the reason that the temperature difference are there though they are in the same place? The reason is that because of the high altitude, okay. High altitude means you see where the Shillong is situated and where the Guwahati is situated. Maybe the place of Guwahati is in down, okay, in down, whereas the you can say the place of the Shillong is in the up of the mountain, okay. For this reason only it is, you see, when it is goes up of the mountain, the higher you go, that much the temperature will decrease. The lower you come, the temperature will increase. Understood? So you understood this one. So many now hill stations are there, like Shillong is all now, Darjeeling is also a hill station. Shillong is there, and this one what called Shillong is not a hill station, okay, but people love to go Shillong because of the temperature, Okay, you will see a vast difference temperature between the Guwahati and the Shillong. I'm doing such advertisement of the Shillong that and Guwahati that you want to go, maybe you will have the desire to go. Now only you will pack the bag and go, but due to corona we cannot go, right? So now we can do, just for simple, you can do one thing, you go and watch the YouTube videos. We can have a visual tour in the of the Shillong and enjoy the things, right? But don't enjoy too much, study also. So winds, if you say, winds flow in the particular direction all over the world. Some winds are hot or cold, and some even carry moistures. For example, the winds blowing from the Arabian Sea towards the India are called the southwest monsoon wind. These are the moisture laden winds which cause the rainfall in the India. These monsoon winds hit the coast of the Kerala by approximately the first week of June and then gradually advance towards the rest of the country. Delhi remains the hot and dry in summer owing to winds that blow from the Rajasthan. In the winter season, then the cold winds start blowing from the Himalayas is chilly. Now you see what I told, the same thing, right? You see that Kerala is in the very near the ocean, okay, near the ocean. Now from the ocean and the sea you can receive the means a very cold type of temperature, that is cold wind is blowing, and this wind is blown away in the other parts also. Nowadays you see that the frequent, you can say that storm is coming out. You know why the storm is coming out? Due to the means there, when there is a movement, okay, when there the movement of the wind or the disturbance of the ecological disturbance is there, the movement of the sea and the movement of the wind is disturbed, then you will see that there is a storm is there. And how does the storm stops? Storm stops with the help of the mountains. Okay, as much the mountains are there, the speed of the wind will become low. You should know that. Okay, so mountains are very important, you can say it is a natural barrier. Okay, so distance from the ocean or the sea, if you say, the regions which are located near very large bodies like oceans and the seas experience moderate or continental climate. The air is laden with the water vapor, leading to the relatively high humidity. The temperature do not vary during the summer and the winter. Now humidity means in the air the quantity of the oxygen. Okay, you can say that the quantity of the oxygen, okay, or the quantity of the water, when the quantity of the water will be more, okay, so it will be called, this place will be called humid place. Okay, like for example Assam, you can see a sweat in here, like a little bit sweaty, spoil sweaty, because in the air only what is there, you can see water is there. Okay, in this air only I am getting the water. For this reason what happens, the sweat is coming out. But if you go to Bihar or Rajasthan, if you go, so what will happen, you will feel hot but the sweat will not come out. Why? Because of the absence of the humidity is not there. Like for example, one more example, if I give potatoes or apple, if you take, if you keep potato and apple for a week outside, or week or 1 month, if you keep, generally it will become means bad, right? It's rotten, it will become, it will, bad smell will come out. But if you take this one and if you keep in the Rajasthan, the fresh one, for 1 month you say, or 1 month or 1 week, if you say, it will become slowly by slowly, it will become small, it will become dry. Why? Because there is absence of the water in that air. But the presence of the water in this air of the Assam, it does not take the what called water from the what called vegetables or the plants, sorry, vegetables and the fruits. So for this reason it becomes rotten, whereas that areas fruits become what, dry. Okay, distance from the ocean or the sea, we will say, the reason which are located near very large water bodies like oceans and the seas experience moderate or continental climate. The air is laden with the water vapor, leading to the relatively high humidity. The temperature do not vary during the summer and the winter. During the days, land gets heated more quickly than the sea. The air above the land becomes lighter because of the heat, and the rises are creating a vacuum. This creates a low pressure zone. The air above the sea, which is laden with the moisture, is heavy and move towards the land. This is called the sea breeze. One must remember, air always moves from the high pressure to the low pressure area. Now you see, if we say, now you know or not that thing, I think the student knows about it, that when do you know that when the sea breeze occur, or the when the water gets heated, generally if you go during the daytime, okay, above the river, you stand above the river beach, what type of temperature you will get there? You will see that the means weather means cold wind is there, like little bit cold, but night time if you go, you will feel little bit means you can say that the temperature is little bit, hot winds are coming, right? Hot winds will be coming at night time, okay, but during the daytime you will be get very cold, though the temperature is very hot, you will feel very cold wind which is touching your face, okay, which is touching your body, and you are feeling very nice because of the pleasant air which is there, fresh air which is there. Why it happens, you know, when you put take a water, okay, and you just try to boil, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Yes, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, full flame you have to keep. Slowly by slowly bubbles will start coming, okay. So sunlight is there and the river is there from the morning to till night. When the evening, when the sun sets, that time only the water is becoming hot. At the night time when you go above the river, you will feel it will be hot type of air, okay. As a during the night time it generally becomes cold, and morning you will feel the cold, means that the river's water is little bit cold or warm you will feel. That will not match to the present temperature. During the winter season only you take, okay, during the winter season only you take, you go near the river and touch the water, you will feel that the temperature of the water and the temperature of the general which is there, it will quite, there will be difference will be there, okay. So this difference only I am saying, this is because of the breeze, or you can say that the cold breeze and the higher breeze. And this is also now it is there, you can see in there, you can see here one diagram is shown, okay, one diagram is shown, you can see here, right, and you can understand this one, right. So no, sorry, this one diagram you can see, okay, I was just looking the opposite of the camera, so you can see here and you can understand this one. So if you, I told about the humidity changes in the climate, if you say, so now you see that global warming is the main cause of the changes of the climate, because of the means use of the means what called doing pollution so much, cutting so many trees. People nowadays are not caring about the weather and the climate, they are doing as they like, you can say, establishing the more and more industries, okay, buying more and more petrol gases, okay. What happens, these vehicles emits large amount of the pollution which harms the environment. Up of the earth you can say there is a ozone layer is there, okay, there is a ozone layer which does not allows the sun rays directly to enter in the earth atmosphere, it reflects back. If the sun rays will directly enter into the earth, then the earth cannot be, means you can say cold place, it will be burning place, it will be like a hot lava, we cannot live only inside it, right. So for this reason ozone layer is very important. The temperature of the earth is protected by the ozone layer. Nowadays it is a very sad news, due to the global warming, that this ozone layer is getting depleted, means getting harmed, okay. So as students, I have already finished the explanation of the chapter. I hope that you have understood the chapter's explanation, and if you have doubt or something, you ask me out, and if you have anything, you can ask me during the live classes also. You can ask me if you see that means during the my explanation I have done any mistake, you can inform me, I will just correct it. Till that, take care, thank you, bye bye.